I made a video a while back saying how to come off TRT. And by now, if you haven't watched it, I will answer the question. The answer to that question is never. You never ever need to come off TRT because our body stops producing the natural hormone testosterone. We are now taking it from a third party and we are happy, we feel good, life is good, so there's no point coming off TRT. But when you are on a heavy dose of steroids, I'm talking the Tren, the Halo, the SUS, the SIT, the EQ, the Masteron, the Primo, the Oxys, the Anavar, the Winstrol, the list goes on and on and on. You're doing a competition prep or you wanted to do an IB for prep because someone at the gym said to you, this is what they took to get lean in Ibiza. So you thought, fuck it, I'll just take what this guy took, and you tried it. And now you've had a horrible experience, or you just want to come off because you are too toxic. Your body is telling you to get me off this junk. How do you do it? Do you go cold turkey? 100% no. I do not advise. I want to get this one out of the way first. Do not, if you are coming off steroids, proper steroids, not TRT, you're coming off steroids, go cold turkey. It is the last thing you want to do. It's the worst thing you could do to your health is come off steroid cycle cold turkey. Do you do a PCT? PCT is post-cycle therapy. The answer to that is yes and no. So let me explain the best way to do it. The first thing I would do is get back off Ibiza, go and make sure you get a health check and you ain't got chlamydia, gonorrhea and all the other shit. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. You know what I'm trying to say. If you went on holiday and you were looking jacked and you went out there for that purpose, first things first, get a fucking health check, bro. Anyway, that one out the way. We're back now. We want to go back to normal. We've had enough of this shit now. We know now trend's bad. We know EQ, everything else is for pro bodybuilders. It's not for us. It's a stupid thing to do. We just want to live a healthy life. Right, first step is this. Hire a coach, obviously. And if you want to hire me, fadihussain.com. Link is in the description. Get me booked in for a consultation. Let me help you. Right now, I'm going to give you some free advice. First thing you want to do is 50% everything. Go half on absolutely everything across the board. So whatever you're taking, I don't care how much it is, even if it was 2 grams, go to 1 gram for 2 weeks. Half it again, half it again, half it again. All the way, every single week. You want to half it until you get to a low dose combination of the drugs to roughly around 250 milligram per week. Now, when everything is leveled off, it could take you no more than 3 to 4 weeks to bring that low dose down to 250, considering you were on 1,000 mgs per week. If you were on more, then it will take you a little bit longer to do that. When you get down to 250 of combined steroids, then what you need to do is, first things first, is you need to stop all oral steroids. I don't care what it is, which one it is, you stop all orals together. You reduce them first. You don't stop them immediately. You reduce them first, 50%, and you stop all oral steroids. Now, you stopped all oral steroids, whichever gear you are on now, what you need to do is you need to change everything. So remember, we're taking 250 milligram now. We were on a heavy stack of steroids for the bodybuilding show. Could have been 1 gram, could have been 2 gram, whatever it is. Now we're on 250, but it could have been, let's say, 100 milligram of test, 50 milligram of Tren, 50 milligram of Primo, 50 milligram of what else would you take? Not me. What's it called? Propionate. Okay, so you're on your 50 milligrams, so you got propionate as well there. You're running a couple of compounds. Now what you want to do is you want to change all those compounds just for test and amphetamine. Simple as. That's what you want to do, test and amphetamine. So now you are on 250 milligrams of test E. That is it, nothing else. Right? What you want to do that for 1 more week. When you reduce that now again to 50%, you're going to be doing 125 milligram, 1 shot, half a mil. If you've got 250 milligram test vials like everybody else normally has them, you're just doing half a mil per week. What you want to do from there is you want to add in 50 milligrams of Clomid. 50 milligrams of Clomid every single day. In the morning with breakfast, 50 milligrams of Clomid. You want to add in 20 milligrams of tamoxifen every single day with the Clomid. So this is what you're doing, Clomid, tamoxifen, and you're running that for 1 week. Okay? Now, once you've run that for 1 week, you don't do no more tests. You don't do no more tests. The test is gone now. 125 milligram of test was your last jab. It's gone. You're now on Clomid and tamoxifen. I should write this down, shouldn't I? But anyway, guys, you listen. You should write this down. If you want to know why if you want to know the secret, I'm telling you it now. So now you are on 1 week. You did a jab a week ago of 50 milligram Clomid, 20 milligram of tamoxifen, also called Novadex. Yes, Novadex. That's what it's called. It's a breast cancer drug. That's what it's for. How did they discover this? Who knows? But aren't we so glad that people did research for us? And obviously this extended research that I've done as well, you know, so thank me as well a little bit. Right, so moving forward, on the Monday now. So we've done this for a week. On the Monday, we want to get some HCG. We want to be taking 1,500 IU of HCG. Milligram. Is it milligram? What does HCG come in now? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you? You get it in 4,500. You want to split that into 3. If you don't, if you're only getting 15 milligram amps, then you're taking 1 amp Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's done with an insulin needle. You don't want to use the big blues and greens to jab. You're just doing insulin. You can do this in your stomach or you can do it in the side of your thigh, pretty much where you jab normal gear. But this is sub-Q, not intramuscular, sub-Q. So you want to be doing HCG Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Through this period, you continually take your Clomid and your Novadex. Exactly the same amount for 7 days. Sorry. You've taken it 7 days. We're going one more week with Clomid and tamoxifen with the HCG. On week number 2, 3, and 4 now, we're doing 4 weeks in total of HCG Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But for the final 3 weeks while we're on HCG, we are not doing no Clomid. We are only going to be taking tamoxifen, but double the dose of tamoxifen. Novadex. It will be 20 milligrams in the morning and 20 milligrams in the evening before you go to bed. Now you've been doing HCG for 4 weeks and you've been doing Clomid for 3 weeks. Sorry, Novadex for 3 weeks. Okay, so now we've ran it up to, well, we've been off for like almost off actual steroid dose 5 weeks now. That was the last time we did our jab. After these 4 weeks, I would recommend you go to get a blood test. Make sure everything is working fine. There shouldn't be no issues at this stage. Your livers, your kidneys, everything, ALT, AST, FSH, everything should kind of come back to normal now, okay? Now, when you come off all this, after you've done HCG for a month, you want to be doing 50 milligrams of Clomid in the morning with 20 milligrams of tamoxifen, and you want to be doing exactly the same dose, 50 milligrams of Clomid and 20 milligrams of tamoxifen in the evening. Sorry, at night. Okay, so now we're running 100 of Clomid and 40 of tamoxifen, and you want to do that every single day for a further 2 weeks. So all in all, the off cycle, the PCT is going to be roughly 6 to 7 weeks or 8 weeks. That is how you do a proper PCT. I've done this, I've run this, other clients have done this. I've spoken to many pros who have done this that want to come off and clean out. Now, let me just break something down for you guys, and I'm going to be perfectly honest. Does this mean your natural testosterone is going to return to normal? No. Will it ever return to normal? Who knows? It could come back. It might not come back. It might take a year to come back. It might take 2 years to come back. Yes, literally. Could take up to 2 to 3 years to come back. And even if it does come back, how much of it is going to come back? Who knows? Nobody really knows. The only way you can do it is test it yourself. I don't care if you take Tonga, Ali, Honey Goat or whatever supplements, the natural supplements that are on the market. You as an individual are going to have a different reading to everybody else. Your diet plays a massive role into this. Your training plays a massive role into this. Your sleep cycle plays a massive role into this. Everything. Whatever you're doing in life is going to play a massive role into how your natural test comes back, if it even comes back. Now, if you're happy and you're done with it and you're turning a new chapter in life and you feel good that you're off all that junk, then by all means, stay off. You go and live your life happily. Make sure you do the PCT the correct way like I've just shown you over there and go and enjoy your years, however many you've got left. Now, if you want to live life a little bit more superhuman, like I do, if you want to call it that, you want to be healthy, you feel that pump that you had, you need it back again, you need to feel good again, then I suggest you hit the description section right now and book me for a consultation call or buy my TRT protocol, and let's get you back in shape the safe way, the correct way. Not this, oh, I took steroids and I had a bad experience, I almost died, I can't believe what I was doing, I was taking too much tren, so-and-so said this, next guy told me to do this, next man said that, he did this. Listen, there's safe ways of doing everything, unless it's, well, I don't want to mention, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, but you know what I mean when I'm saying this. There's a safe way of doing TRT. There's plenty, thankfully, there's plenty of research now available on the market, on YouTube. You can go to TRT clinics, not in the UK, but in other countries, you can go to TRT clinics, or you can hire someone like me, who is an expert in TRT. I have been doing this myself for a very, very long time. I've had a lot of clients on this. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you want to find out that, link is in the description. Hopefully this video gave you some value. Please comment down below and like the video.